How long was it a secret that you are part of the South Park movie before anybody realized that's James? Because you were uncredited in the movie.
I don't think it was really a secret. It just wasn't kind of blabbed around or, I just did it as kind of a fun thing and not so much a favor, but just a fun thing for those guys. And I had time off. I had plenty of time to do it. We went in the studio, and it took just a few seconds, man, singing the, I can't remember the words, but something about.
Little boy going to hell?
Yeah, something about going to hell. So that was fun. I love doing little off-the-wall things like that, Those are my kind of fun side projects,
Well, what was the thing for the Nick? You just mentioned
this is this show called Dave the Barbarian. Yeah. And I was one of the dragons on some one-off show. Me and Lars were the rogue dragons. They were trying to bully this little guy into something. It's kind of silly, but fun.
Do your kids ever ask you, Daddy, why is this person asking for your autograph? Why is this person wanting your attention? Have they realized things like that yet?
Yeah, well, I've got 3 kids, 2, 4, and 6. Castor, who's 4, he was really pretty aware of his surroundings right away. He started talking at like 2 months or something. Hey, Dad, what's up? So he understands it. Callie, my oldest, she definitely is inquisitive, But they've been to the shows. They see what I do, and they see the fan adoration. So they relate it. They say, I tell them, when I'm signing something or someone comes up and shakes my hand, it's like, the first couple of times, hey, do you know that guy? It's like, Dad, you're not supposed to talk to strangers. They're totally childlike about it, which is brilliant for me. And, why did you sign that guy's hat? It's like, when I go into, well, it's because he enjoys my music and he wants me to. No, I know that, but you're not supposed to write on your clothes. Simple stuff like that is so awesome. Yeah. But they get it, and I'm making them aware that you don't have to idolize people like this, but they enjoy our music, and that's how they show their appreciation.
That's cool. How did Metallica meet SpongeBob SquarePants? And why is it on a T-shirt? And I was just drawn to it. It's like, what is that? I see it in the window.
Well, Bob's been a fan for quite a while, I guess, and he showed up at the HQ, and he wanted a shirt, and then we thought, hey, let's get some pictures together. So that's the shirt. No, how did it come about? I guess Nickelodeon. I did some voiceovers for some stuff, and my kids love SpongeBob. I do too. There's a lot of fans out there that are going, what the heck is this? But I don't care. It's cool. It's unique. Cool. And, SpongeBob and Patrick jamming with Metallica underwater. Why not? We got dolls out. We got bobblehead dolls. It's kind of, we've gone insane, man.
Robert said in a recent interview that the band has over 50 hours of song ideas, and the second quote I wrote down was, James is throwing down some killer riffs. Now, obviously, he's referring to the pre-show jam session. You'll go in there, you jam, you warm up, all that kind of fun stuff. But what did he mean by these throwing down?
Know. Well, he's always throwing down. He's a hood rat, man, from Venice, California, and he's got his own language. But he throws down every night on stage. He steps it up, and throwing down meaning just all of a sudden we're in this. We're Rob and I are usually the first two to get in the jam room, and sometimes I'll get on the drums and play some stuff with him. Other times, just pick up a guitar, and he is an amazing player, and he's got such an ear, and he's so perfect that I'll play something and he'll have it. It's like, are you sure you don't want me to show you? He's like, no, I got it. It's kind of annoying. No, wait, you might not. Oh, but you do have it. Okay, no, it's inspiring. Very inspiring to hang out with him and just coming up with riffs out of who knows where. If we use them, fine. If not, some stuff will appear later on when it's supposed to be,
As fans know from going to livemetallica.com, and, the set always changes. How difficult is it to come up with a set list at this point in your career?
It's not. Well, the hardest part is, when we sit in the room and kind of not argue, but discuss which songs we want to do, Oh, we did that the other night. Yeah, but we haven't been here in 7 years. And, oh, well, the song that they love best here, according to radio, is this, you know. So we won't play that one. No. So let's consider that. And, you know, and at the end of the day, there's songs you better play or else, you know. Sandman 1, Nothing Else Matters, stuff like that. And then we always want to represent all our albums, too, you know. We want to get Kill 'Em All the way up to now, you know, even the symphony record, and, you know, get a little taste of everything so everyone kind of, you know, maybe gets to hear their favorite song at least. And but then we like to have fun. You know, there's some certain songs that might not be very popular out there but are just fun to play, you know.
Tell me about the stage configuration. Why this Metallica show and this stage configuration is so unique?
Well, because we're insane and we need to try and top ourselves every time, and not top ourselves. That would not be a good thing. But to challenge ourselves into a better stage set, how we can get it better, closer. The main thing is intimacy, trying to get as close as possible, and eye contact is pretty important. The closer you are, the more you can feel it. You can slap hands, you can sweat on them, you can feel the heat from the pyro. We wanted to play on the floor, the actual floor, but it didn't make much sense for wiring and all of that stuff, you know. So we were about 3 feet off the floor. Mm-hmm. We're in the middle. It's in the round, in the square, whatever you want to call it. We're right there in the middle. There's an amazing amount of front row, and every seat is quite a good one, because the way the lighting and everything on top, it's clear. It's clear in between. There's no sight lines that are blocked, so everyone's got a good shot.
What are some of the songs that the band, y'all are performing nowadays that you haven't performed since the 80s? What are some of those rare tracks that could pop up during a San Antonio concert?
Right. Well, we started off kind of lightly doing some stuff that we had done before, like, you know, Leper Messiah or, you know, Hit the Lights. Recently we've been pulling out like a Disposable Heroes, Call of Cthulhu, Jump in the Fire, Dyer's Eve, you know, which fans have been annoying us forever to play. We finally realized that we can actually play it, you know. Yeah. We're not too old to play it. And then some cover stuff is always fun to do, you know, turn the page every once in a while, or we're playing Unforgiven also, which is not Unforgiven 2, because that's a different song. Yeah. We're playing Unforgiven also. Which I really forgot what a cool song that was.
I love the I don't know if you still do it on this version, but in previous shows, the acoustic guitar intro.
Yeah.
Because people like, what is that? And all of a sudden just hits into it, and it's like, nice little twist.
Yeah, I try and play it, and, you know, it's kind of nerve-wracking. You got this, you know, whatever, you know, 10,000 people in an arena, and you've got this, it's quiet. You hear a pin drop, and I'm trying to play a Spanish-type nylon string guitar, and it's going flick, flick, plonk, flack. You know, I got nubs, you know, like stubs for fingers, and yeah, it's a challenge.
Do you want to enter the studio within the next 3 or 4 months, or are you going to take a little bit more time off?
We're going to take a little time.
Okay.
You know, we all say 6 months, so who knows what that means in reality.
Yeah.
Couple months in, you know, you get the itch. You might want to do a show. 6 months into relaxing, you actually finally feel like you're relaxing. So we don't know. We're just having it open-ended is enough to make you feel relaxed.
Yeah.
Because when you've got this startup date, I got to hurry up and relax, and it never works.
Outside the boundaries of their phony world of kicks is the ever-present possibility of discovery. This must be avoided at all costs, for discovery brings with it the penalties of society: shame, arrest, prison. Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville.